A330-900 versus A350-800. In 2004, Boeing launched the 787. Boeing believed the future of air travel was point-to-point. 787 would later be known as the 787. Boeing wanted to open new markets with the 787's range capability, flying passengers direct to their final destination, but also to replace older, less efficient A330s being 20% more efficient. Airlines asked Airbus for a response. Airbus launched their new A350 in 2006 with new composite wings, new GE-NX-derived engines, new horizontal tail stabilizer, though the fuselage was the same as A330. Several airlines still weren't impressed, wanting an all-new aircraft with a composite fuselage. Eventually, Airbus launched their carbon composite A350 extra-wide body. Airbus, however, targeted both the 787 and 777. A350-800 was meant to compete with the 787 and did receive 182 orders initially, but sales slowed as airlines preferred the more cost-competitive smaller 787-9. In 2010, Airbus launched their A320neo, an upgraded A320 with new engines and aerodynamics to compete with the all-new single aisles, most prominently Bombardier C Series. Large A330 operators urged Airbus to study similar upgrades to the A330. Airbus did eventually launch their A330neo at the 2014 Farnborough Airshow, citing strong customer demand. A350-800 was axed, as it was relatively inefficient to compete with the 787-9. But between the most optimized A330neo and least optimized A350-800, which is better? Before we find out, please subscribe for more epic videos on the way. Performance. A330-900 carries 280 passengers 3 class to a range of 7,200 nautical miles with a 251-ton max takeoff weight. The A350-800 was supposed to carry 270 passengers 3 class to a range of 8,300 nautical miles. Engines. A330-900 uses two Rolls-Royce Trent 7000 engines, each producing 72,834 pounds of thrust. The A350-800 uses two Rolls-Royce Trent XWB engines, producing a D-rated thrust of 75,000 pounds each. Efficiency. Here's where the A330-900 wins out. Neo is the most optimized A330, with new engines providing 11% fuel burn savings, new winglets and span extension, plus extra seats contributing to the other 3%. It burns 5.94 kilograms of fuel per kilometer traveled and 2.48 liters per passenger for every 100 kilometers flown. There are no exact figures for the A350-800, but it's definitely worse, as the A350-800 is a shrink of the larger -900 with mostly the same structure, such as the large wings, not needed on a shorter airframe. It has almost the same trip cost as the larger Dash 900 but carries fewer passengers, meaning it's inefficient per passenger. Cabins. A330-900 features an upgraded cabin based on the A350. Airbus brands both airspace. A330-900 has the same new mood lighting with welcome effect, same newest IFE and Wi-Fi systems. It has an 8-abreast layout with 18-inch wide seats. However, it's based on an older airplane, and the A350 has a nicer, more modern cabin. It has higher ceilings, larger windows with now the optional electronic shading system, lower cabin altitude of 6,000 feet and more moist air. It also has an even quieter cabin and even larger overhead bins. It has a unique flat floor with underfloor cabling. Overall though, A350 still has the nicer, newer cabin. Advantages and disadvantages. Airbus has been constantly optimizing the A330 since its first flight in 1994, and the Neo is the best A330. Its lower development cost means it's cheaper for airlines to buy. For its class, its performance is optimal. However, it's less efficient on longer routes against the all-new clean sheet 787-9 with its heavier aluminum airframe unlike the A350. A350 has the newest, most efficient technologies with the best cabin. However, the Dash 800 is a simple shrink of the larger Dash 900 with the same basic structure and wings, meaning similar trip cost with less revenue passengers, so it has a higher seat cost. It's a de-optimized A350, while the A330-900 is the most optimized A330. It's also more expensive to buy due to its higher development cost, and airlines will not enjoy commonality with existing A330s in service. It's had excessive performance for an aircraft in its segment. Orders. A350-800 received up to 182 orders, but its orders dwindled as airlines switched to the larger Dash 900 or chose the A330neo. A330neo has received 323 orders. So overall, did Airbus make the right choice to go with the Neo over the Dash 800? Yes is the answer. The A330-900 is more cost efficient, cheaper to buy, and has performances more suited to go against the 787-9. However, 787-9 is the sweet spot in the lower-end wide-body segment, combining the new technologies of A350 with the size to replace A330s. It's the defining aircraft for this size. Thanks for watching, and till we meet next time, one team, one aviation, one sky ahead.